first look at how the New York City Police Department is plugging into a greener future. They are launching the nation's largest test fleet of all-electric patrol cars. It's part of the city's effort to electrify the bulk of its nearly 30,000 vehicles by 2035. The move will reduce the city's carbon footprint, vastly reducing the roughly $100 million spent on fuel each year. But to work, these vehicles will have to survive in a notoriously tough urban environment. Correspondent Kris Van Cleave went along for the ride.
The NYPD is putting an electric future to the test, rolling out the first of nearly 200 new electric patrol cars, the largest police EV trial in the country.
You definitely get a lot of glances and people wanting to take pictures of the new cars.
Officer Ryan DeLassio has been driving one of the new Ford Mustang Mach-E cruisers. Was there any skepticism about having an electric as a police car?
I think the skepticism really was it being able to charge and having the time to charge it. But as of right now, we haven't had any issue.
Turning the black and white, or in the case of the NYPD, the blue and white, green, has been a 15-year journey. The agency started testing retrofitted civilian hybrids in 2009 and pushed forward to make a true hybrid police car. We were there in 2019 when they got their first hybrid SUVs. Each delivers about a 40% improvement on fuel economy, saving 700 gallons of gas a year per vehicle. Now the department is taking civilian EVs and modifying them for police work.
The NYPD has always been at the forefront of new technology, and these vehicles are part of that.
NYPD First Deputy Commissioner Edward Caban.
This is the first time we have a fully electric vehicle that can be used for patrol purposes, and we have to test that out. We have to see if it stands up to the rigors of patrol. We know our cops can. They do it day in and day out. We have to make sure these vehicles can.
The Mach-E has more horsepower, more torque, more advanced safety features, a faster 0 to 60 time, and faster braking than any other vehicle in the NYPD fleet, something we experienced firsthand on the department's test track.
All right, let's see how this goes.
Including an obstacle course all recruits have to successfully navigate.
Stay close to the left, close to the left, close to the left, slam on those brakes.
Well, there went some cones.
Listen, I won't tell if you don't, Chris. Don't worry about those cones.
While the NYPD's pilot program is by far the largest, police departments around the world are testing electrics. From Teslas on patrol in Luxembourg to a Mach-E keeping the peace in Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, where the sheriff expects to save about $26,000 in fuel and maintenance. Still, Ford anticipates a gradual transition.
It will be a slower progression to electric than it is for a retail customer to adjust to, just because a vehicle is used for a police officer in a much different way.
Fremont, California police found the change comes with a bit of a learning curve.
Down to 6 miles of battery on the Tesla, so I may lose it here in a sec.
In 2019, officers nearly ran out of juice during a pursuit because the department forgot to charge its Tesla.
One of our big concerns is, are we going to be able to keep these cars out there on a continual basis?
Inspector Scott Alexa is the NYPD's commander of fleet services. He's getting daily feedback from officers testing the cars. What are you seeing that you like about the electrics? Where maybe is there room for improvement?
Overall, the car seems to be performing well. Our officers are spending, a full 8 hours in these cars on most occasions, so we definitely want to see them in a more comfortable position and have more space in the car to put police equipment in the car.
So far, Officer DeLassio is liking what he's seeing. Do you feel like this is just as capable of a police car as a gas-powered car?
I do, yeah. I think it drives just as good, if not better in some ways, than the gas-powered cars.
You're convinced that this has a future in policing?
I am, yes. If it's managed properly and gets
plugged in at night?
Plugged in at night, yes. It can be used very effectively.
A charged-up test drive through the Big Apple. For CBS Saturday Morning, I'm Kris Van Cleave in New York.
He sounds like he needs a little more convincing, but what? More torque, more horsepower, more advanced safety features, but doesn't look like there's much room in the back seat for a suspect.
Yeah, Kris was saying some of them are concerned that there's not enough room. It's not as spacious as some of the other vehicles, especially if you have a partner with you.
Yes.
So.
Does it make it easier if you get pulled over?
A partner in the police department.
Yes, a partner in the police department. Thank you for that qualification. I think it's pretty nifty, and it's great that it's going to be helping save on fuel and maintenance. Great story there.